sir?
Good. You?
I'm doing excellent, actually. You can't go wrong talking about The Hobbit with people in The Hobbit.
Nope.
It's like, are you kidding? Jumping in, I've been asking everyone a whole bunch of this similar questions. The first of which is, do you have an embarrassing moment or two from set that you can share with people?
Embarrassing? Yes. I'm sure it's on the bloopers. That bell that's swinging in the bell tower when I'm at the top of it trying to get a good aim on Smaug, it was mechanical, so it was moving back and forth, and I had this huge 2-meter bow. The whole thing was revolving constantly, and Smaug was moving around, so I was constantly losing my my direction. I didn't know where I was going, and at one point the bell just hit me in the head. And I was like, okay, I'll just keep carrying on. And then it hit me again in the head. And I looked down and everybody was laughing their heads off. So in the end, Peter decided it would be a good idea to create a rope down the one side that I could hit so it would just stop. So that then I was able to move inside of the parameters of the bell tower. So yeah, I'm sure that will be on the bloopers. If it's not, I'll eat my hat, if I had one.
If you could go back in time and ask Professor Tolkien a question or two about your character or the Lord of the Rings universe, is there something you would ask him?
Well, I'd probably like to know whether if Bard inspired Aragorn or not, because obviously Bard was written about before Aragorn, and whether there wasn't any influence there, because obviously people do compare the two characters in a certain, and there is a certain level of comparison you can, which obviously is, but I'd like to know whether he had that thought ever.
I spoke to Martin Freeman, and he was telling me that one of his big things on set was asking people, would you rather? And offering two different choices.
And not very good choices, by the way.
No,
like he really bad ones.
He proceeded to tell me Aiden's would you rather, and it's pretty graphic and definitely X-rated.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. Is there one that you can share that he asked you? Do you remember?
No,
or is it
I
filthy?
can't remember. Most of them were filthy, yeah. We are talking about Martin Freeman here.
Right, exactly. I don't think people realize that he has a very good sense of humor.
He has an incredible sense of humor. He carried us through many of those dark days with his humor.
When you look back on working with Peter Jackson, I think he's such a gifted filmmaker. Is there something that you took away from the experience of working with him that you want to sort of remember or maybe do if you're ever directing something? You know what I mean? Is there something?
Well, I think the thing I admire about Peter the most is his ability to deal with such huge scale and not make it feel impersonal. I mean, we would have a huge epic battle sequence and, he would still be focusing as much as on the battle and how things looked aesthetically. He would always still be able to focus very clearly on the actor and remember that the actor needed some help and direction and advice and guidance. And he always gave 150%. He was always there. No, he was never off, and he worked very, very hard. So you felt like you had to deliver the same amount of energy and enthusiasm when you turned up on set. He was committed, and I like that. It's a professional business, and he takes it very seriously.
One of the things I love about the Blu-rays is these extended cuts. I just watched Desolation of Smaug.
Yeah.
I butcher his name all the time, and I loved the added scenes. Like it adds so much to the movie. Are there any deleted scenes that you were a part of that you are looking forward to seeing on the extended cut?
Oh yeah, there's loads and loads, especially the rooftop. You'll see plenty. I was talking to Peter last night about it. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. That's going to take him another 4 months to do that. Can you imagine? After saying goodbye to the final Hobbit, he then goes back in and makes his cut, which he's very excited about. That's what I'm saying about 150%. This man will keep going until everything's done.
I cannot wait to see the scenes, honestly. Yeah. I have to wrap with you, but I'm going to say sincerely, it is a pleasure to see you again, and this movie is awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.